We are back in Fallout 3. So I did a little bit of consideration, some careful consideration, and I've come to the conclusion that I don't think any quests that may still be in Megaton are currently relevant to our situation. I think they'd be hard to find and, get into, and I don't think that would be something that Gideon would be interested in right now. I think it would be better, more applicable, shall we say, that he tries to find, actual difficulty in the wasteland. Not just, skirmishing about and, trying to sneak from one location to the next, but something that actually maybe challenges him. He did a quest for Arafu. It was pretty tricky to get there. Of course, he saw some strange creatures, but I think that A, he needs more supplies, and B, he's still not confident with the level of experience he has in being able to get to Galaxy News Radio. So I think there is one thing that he will be doing today. There is Fort Detrick, but I don't think he'd be confident in going there. There is a lot of supplies that could be had, but there's also a lot of unknown danger. Like, a military installation seems like a place that you'd go to die. However, there is a place far over here called Canterbury Commons, and that's quite a distance. However, it's not too far from the Meresti train yard, and if we cut across, I think we could make it there without too much difficulty. And I think that him getting towards this Canterbury Commons, this is a trading settlement. A lot of caravans run through here. I think he would want to go there to trade for supplies because he has a lot of caps. If he can get some better gear and maybe get some more experience along the way, I think at that point he'd be ready to go into BC. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to put some stuff in my storage here. A lot of stuff I don't know. You have a lot of explosives. I don't think I'm going to find any 40mm grenades. The Ripper is also quite heavy, although very useful. Trader hat. We'll keep the hat. Sorry, does the security helmet not provide any protection? Provides 3 damage resistance, which is 3% off. I don't think that helmet's even worth it anymore. Tunnel Snake's jacket can go on there. Jonas's glasses. The beer. That jet is actually really expensive. We'll get rid of most of that. I don't think he'd be into drugs, at least at this point in his journey. Quantum, it interests him, so he'll put it in there. Psycho, same thing with Psycho. Maybe he can resell it. He wouldn't feel great about it, but it's one of those things he'd feel like he might have to do. He's got a lot of stim packs, worth a lot of money. A lot of money in those stim packs. But he hasn't needed maybe more than 5 so far in any fight that he's been in. Actually, a wrench. We could go make a weapon repair kit. Put our stuff in here. Okay, there's ammo here that I think is a lot of weight. 22, we don't have any weapons for. 308, we don't have any weapons for. I think we'll actually keep the 22. We got plenty of ammo for other weapons. We don't have a 44 Magnum. 45 is ridiculously heavy. It's heavier than the 10mm per bullet, I think, which doesn't make much sense to me, but that's very heavy shotgun ammo. very heavy surplus. That tears the gun apart. I don't think he'd carry all that. I think he'd have it in storage just in case. 9mm we can get rid of. Yeah. In a much better position now. I think we put our last bit of... Actually, no, we have some steaks here. We'll stop by the Brass Lantern and pick some food up on the way out. Let's rebind our weapons. I'll put Sounds Pistol still there. The shotgun, I think, should naturally be 3. The 32 can be at 5. The assault rifle can be on 6. And the grenades can be on 7. And mines can be on 8. Could have a hard time remembering that, but that'll be more convenient that way. Pistol, shotgun, rifle, blah, blah, blah. If I ever actually am going to pull out the explosives, I'll probably do it from the, directly from my Pip-Boy first, as opposed to hitting keys. But we're going to go to Creator Side Supply, because they have a workbench there I could use. Okay, weapon repair kit. Oh. 2 scrap metal and 1 wonder glue. Okay. Good to know. Actually, let's check the junk rounds. We did get that perk. It's a reloading bench. Junk rounds. Worse condition. Worse damage. However, quite easy to make. Quite easy. 50 mg. Junk rounds. 2 of them. You're gonna have to need a lot of tin cans. So I think we should start stocking up on tin cans. And 5mm junk. Oh, that might not be bad, actually. Yeah, I think that 5mm junk might make this worth it. In the future. Not right now. You can go on down to the Brass Lantern. Get something to eat. If anyone was there. Okay, we'll just head on out. We can find food. It seems to be mostly plentiful in the Wasteland. If we're going to be getting in fights anyway, I should say. Look at that hat. I've always liked the way that the roving trader outfit looks. And a lot of just the quote-unquote armor that there is. Stuff that is really just more reinforced clothing. I think that stuff looks really cool. Like the merc gear. Okay. There's that church over there, which I remember having super mutants. And we avoided that like the plague. So our goal is currently Canterbury Commons. I'm going to set a marker there. To the east. Now, would we follow the major roads? I think that'd be a sensible option. But what roads would we follow? It's a better question. We'll figure it out as we do it. How about that? Lucky Harris' body here reminds me that we should be on the lookout for opponents for the shish kebab, because he finds that very interesting. In theory, flaming sword that seems both very effective and badass at the same time. Definitely want to try to tinker with it. No idea how I'm missing these shots. Let's have our... Nah, 32 rifle out. Big old train yard above here. Definitely 50s futurism aesthetic. Very deeply ingrained. All that concrete. And above ground monorails. It's not. He'd still be wary about engaging with a bunch, random creatures. Especially if there's nothing to gain out of it and he doesn't see anything over there. That'd be worth it. So is that a person or a tree? That's a person. Are they friendly, though? Oh, they are most certainly not. Let's test out this new assault rifle. Not particularly effective, but definitely decent. Boxing gloves are... It's definitely a better weapon than boxing gloves. Does not like how it's jamming so much. The 10mm pistol is definitely doing some work. Let's repair that. So, a little bit of lore here, because I think it might be like a little funny thing here. There is a type of like psychically enhanced human in the Fallout universe. Very rare in Fallout 3. I don't know if there even is one. They're called psychers. And it's sort of like a, mutated mind thing. Fitting in that aesthetic within Fallout 3. It's not just, I think, some random thing they pulled out of nowhere. It's pretty ingrained within the lore of the earlier games, as well as, I think, Fallout 4 a bit more. But I think it'd be a fun piece of headcanon that Gideon is a foremost psyker who manages to repair items just by thinking with his mind hard enough and then quantumly entangling and fusing into one. So we have a place over here. Interesting. Well, a small collection of houses over here. Look mostly intact, actually. Could be some good salvage. Looks like there's some reinforcements. Okay, tell me it's not just me, but did Bethesda, like, rip the assets straight out of Fallout 3 and New Vegas and then just slap some new textures on them for the reinforcements in Fallout 4? Because look at that. That looks exactly like Fallout 4 barriers. Don't imagine it'd be that much different. Over this way. A lawnmower and a mine. Lawnmower blade. Place called Minefield. There's a lot of mines there. Okay, we can't get into the Gideon house. Motorcycle tank and handbrake. I did not plan this, by the way. It just happened. Whoa. Okay. It looks like we have a villain. A villain of some description. can see him. Try to get cover. Does not know where he is. Sees him up there, but what is he shooting at? Regardless, this guy tried to get us killed. We got him. We killed Arkansas. Not Arkansas, Arkansas. Okay, we got a letter from Vault Tech here. We'll find a nice place to sit down to read that. But this place is a gold mine to him. Not particularly dangerous. There's some chimneys up there. He is very skilled at dealing with these his mines here. And frankly finds this place a joy. He's currently thinking about the tactical implications of having this many landmines. The massive edge he could have in combat had he the time and foresight to place them. If he were able to set up, I don't think there would be a single foe he could fight that would be able to survive that sort of thing. Here we have Arkansas. An old man. Raggedy. We have a key. A sniper rifle. Definitely take that. Damage 21. Damage 29. Although we don't have the strength to wield it. We're checking these ammo boxes and more sniper rounds. Beautiful. Okay. He's still a bit weary about getting shot at, but at this point, the amount of adrenaline that he gets from it, the amount of fear it invokes in him, maybe like 25% of what it first was. But we're gonna... Oof. Managed to avoid a broken limb there. Quick reaction time. Okay, we got plenty of mines. Some interiors to explore as well. I think one of these is a bit more strange than the others. I think it might be this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. See him hiding behind a teddy bear. Now that's messed up. If I put like a blur on the screen, it's because of some things in this house. Very hard basement. Shit, I can't see anything. Very bad eyesight. Apparently. For video games. I have 20/20 in real life. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the dirty house. Dead Raider. Boxing tape. Darts. Fuck! Air 45. We use Mentats. I think we can manage to disarm that. And I think we get a free shotgun from that. Yep. And there's the censoring. Okay, I actually see that landmine this time. Honestly, there's no reason why I shouldn't be using a shotgun in these houses. Trapped here. Oh, that's a grenade trap, too. It's a good thing I spotted that. Liberty Prime toy. I've probably seen that in a comic book of some sort. Found it to be the coolest thing ever. An IED on the ground. Right next to a non-IED. That looks a bit strange. Yeah, explosives 45. We don't even have that. It's not great. Blur again. Okay. I think that's the extent of this place that we're going to be able to get into. Unless we can find a key somewhere. Like, hidden. Oh, tin can? That's a bent tin can. I think you can turn bent tin cans into regular tin cans, so I'm going to start picking them up. Quick reflexes and explosives are a very important combination to have. A book here. Noodles. TV set. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find a way into that basement anytime soon. Teddy bear. I don't think we can go into the garage. No. Oh. Pre-war book, boxing times. Zane house. Those are bullets. And we apparently broke our shins on that inanimate skeleton. Ooh, an assault rifle. Okay. I think our mentats are still up. Yes, they are. 9mm pistol. Leave it behind. Got I. Recipe for steak crisp bake. Potato crisp, Salisbury steak, and yum yum deviled eggs. Oh, pilot light. I think that's all we need for the shish kebab. Vision battery. I don't think there will be any traps in this house. We have a skill book. Darts. Is that tin can? No. Looks to be a skeleton of a child. Yeah. That's a rather large skeleton. A rather big person. The bathtub. Okay. Generic Fallout 3 building, it seems. Okay, we've been there. At this point, I'd probably actually play music myself, but like this is the radio does play copywritten music, so yeah, I have the radio always silenced, volume always at 0%. So unfortunately, no music. Pull it back. Tin cans for scrap metal too. A dead raider. Oh, we got more bodies. Roller skates. Lunchbox. Okay, every time he sees a lunchbox from here on out, he's gonna think it's an IED. It is an IED until proven otherwise. They're easy safe. Need more mentats. His father probably would have warned him about taking too many of those, but this is a survival situation. A police pistol. Oh, yes. No, I'm going to equip the police pistol. I'm not worried, we got that other sniper rifle fun, but I really like this thing. Like, look at this model. That's another skill book, a regular book here. I am picking up these regular books for a reason. I think it would make sense in character for him to try to find any book that would make a modicum of sense to bring. He is a sort of a nerd. I think this is another Fallout 3 house. Yep. I'm no longer well rested. There's the Wasteland hot dog again. Just popping up. Yeah, model of home. I think that's like a movie reference. I don't know where from. Another skill book. Fallout 3 does lay them on very thick. Very generous with the skill books. Oh. Another book. Okay. Even if he can't react, even if he can't disarm something, he can certainly react quickly enough to get out of the way of mines. So it sounds like we have rad roaches in here. Tin cans are actually very light. Didn't realize that. I thought they were 1 pound each. So, small fun fact. Apparently in real life, the 10mm is the ballistic equivalent of a 357 Magnum. It's a little fun fact. I don't expect it to be the same in video games. For obvious reason, they're video games and basically fantasy at that, science fiction. So, yeah, take of it what you will. Make of it what you will. Plasma pistol. Of course. A lot of stuff that is moderately worthwhile. Okay. One of the most powerful weapons, I think, in any Fallout game, aside from the games with very clear weapon progression, like Fallout 2, one of the most powerful weapons in any Fallout game is a unique plasma pistol you get in one of the DLCs. And it's especially true for Tale of Two Wastelands. I've played through Tale of Two Wastelands a little bit once, and that weapon was damn good. Like, extra spicy. Okay. I think we're good to continue on back, or out to Canterbury Commons. I'm gonna use a stim pack. What is that again? I don't think I have a bound. I don't. Okay. Now, he would be very tempted to use that sniper rifle. I think we'll actually equip that in place of the assault rifle. I think the assault rifle is just a touch intimidating for him. He will have a little bit of trouble using it, but I think he'll still try. It's more advanced, more of a long-range weapon than even the 32 rifle. Going to stealth mode. I swear I could have saw something over there. Let's investigate. Swear I hear like little chittering noises. Oh, that's a dog. Not a friendly looking one either. Okay. Age-old tactic of stepping backwards and shooting it repeatedly. Okay. Hello? Oh, over there. Maybe a dog, maybe a mole rat. Either way, dead very soon. There are a few creatures I'm quite scared to run into that would definitely be possible to run into, especially as we get further north. Or just in like a radius away from Megaton, I think is the key contributor to danger. With the one exception being DC. Hi. Okay. Okay, maybe the theory that they don't hunt in packs is only somewhat true some of the time. They definitely still work together to some extent. They're still social animals like dogs are. We got another creature over here. Fly. Delicious. French vanilla cappuccino. One of my favorite drinks ever. It's starting to get lukewarm. I'm gonna have to drink it quicker. One of the weird things about this gun is how it handles fire rate. It has like input gathering, like you fire once and then while the ammo, the fire rate is recovering, if you click that again, it'll automatically fire the next shot the moment it's ready, which is quite annoying if you're trying to tap fire, and because you'll waste the shot a lot of the time. We saw a strange vehicle up here. It looks to be something in it. Check this out. Yeah, weird little spot. It's like a Chinese clandestine base. Again, I break my shins on every skeleton. It's like the god of calcium is trying to smite me. I have a question for anyone who's listening here. What do you think about mods that replace or any mods that add like super realistic sort of lore breaking gun models into the game, like actual like modern military weapons? I'm generally not a fan. They ruin immersion for me. I can accept it, but one of the main problems I have with mods like those is that they have the actual name of the weapon as like their name. Like I could totally like rock a like it's like an M5 shotgun or M4. Like that like military marine shotgun. I could totally rock one of those, but like they always have the actual specific name of the weapon as the name in the inventory, and that just sort of ruins the immersion for me. I do realize that in Fallout 2, there was a ton of guns that had, you know, their actual realistic names in real life, but still in a game like Fallout 3, which is more about and New Vegas, which are more about the sort of science fantasy and the like, it sort of pulls away from that aesthetic Brahmin here. It'd be owned by somebody. I vaguely remember the first time What's going on over there? I vaguely remember the first time I discovered the Brahmin tipping, the Brahmin tipping mechanic. I was playing this game. I was probably around 9 years old, and I was crouching for some reason, and I activated the Brahmin, and then I saw, oh, you can actually tip cows. I didn't know that cow tipping existed in real life until I accidentally discovered it in Fallout. But yeah, you can tip cows, and it's kind of ridiculous. You can get cows in spots where they couldn't normally pathfind through, and if you do that, then they'll rubber band back into position. Like the ramp to the clinic in Megaton. What is going on here?
You'll never get away with terrorizing this town. Not while it's under the protection of the Mechanist.
You and your pathetic tin cans are no match for my army.
The citizens of this town have nothing to fear. The Mechanist is here to protect them.
Ha! We'll see about that. Attack, my ant soldiers. Destroy this fool and his tin toys.
Go forth, my steadfast creations. Show these vermin humanity's true power.
Face it, Mechanist. Humans and their toys are done for. They killed themselves off with their petty wars.
Humans may be weak sometimes, but our creations are strong and pure. Something you'll never be.
Fool! Humanity's creations were the seeds of their undoing. Now, the world...
Are you all right? You aren't hurt, are you? I'd like to apologize for the rude welcome. Those two have been a bit of a problem lately. Name's Rowe. Uncle Rowe to most. Welcome to Canterbury Commons. For what that's worth.
Okay, I thought I was losing my mind for a second. Those are... You saw that too? What was that all? What was that? Are those people wearing costumes? Who are they?
The, Mechanist and the Ant Agonizer. That's just what they call themselves. It's ridiculous, I know. A while ago, we were attacked by the Ant Agonizer, that woman with the ants, obviously. The Mechanist saved the town with his robots. Well, that was all well and good, but I swear their fights are getting bigger, and it's been driving off the merchants. They simply won't leave.
Okay. At this point in his mind, he definitely recognizes those characters. Like, those are from, you know, comic book strips he would have read as a child and collected. And seeing that, he immediately thought he was losing his mind because he saw that in a vault, and, you know, he's been walking around the wasteland. Who knows how much, you know, background radiation can affect the brain, but sure, yeah, I might be able to help.
Oh, that's terrific. I knew you'd help out. Knew it in my gut, and it's never steered me wrong on a deal yet. Find where the Ant Agonizer and the Mechanist hide and convince them to stop or otherwise end their hostility, and you'll earn 200 caps. You only need to stop one of them, really. Nowadays, I think they only stay in Canterbury to fight each other.
I guess I can do it, yeah.
Great. I'm relieved to know the situation will be quickly resolved. Let me know if I can be of assistance to you. Oh, and please, do try to use some discretion. We already have plenty of would-be heroes starting wars in the streets. We don't need another.
Yeah, of course. Can you tell me more about them?
If it'll help, I'm glad to.
Let's start with the Antagonizer.
Now, one day there was a crazy woman leading a bunch of ants into town. She said humanity was dead and the ants would inherit the earth, stuff like that. Well, that gave Dom plenty of time to line up a shot or two on the ants. She ran away, but every once in a while she'd stage an attack again. She wasn't much of a threat then. In fact, she was sort of entertaining at first. Gave everyone in town something to talk about. But when the mechanists started fighting her, things got bad. Ants are easy to shoot, but add robots with lasers, it got real nasty.
Okay, what about the mechanist?
The mechanist used to be our town mechanic, Scott Walensky. Quiet guy, but plenty fierce with a wrench and some solder. Guy used to take care of a robot that protected the town until it got torn up in one of the ant agonizer's lame little attacks. I guess he took it personal because he made a mechanical suit and called himself the Mechanist, said he would lead a robot army to fight her. Now he doesn't even respond to his name, and his robot army is more dangerous to the town than the ants ever were.
Yeah, that's enough for me.
I most heartily agree.
Is there any spot to trade around here?
You can usually find one of the trade caravans at the entrance to town. They come through every day or two.
Yeah.
Other than them, Porter's always got food for sale down at the diner.
Oh. I was hoping for a bit more... for this to be more of a trade hub. Guess that's it for me.
Good luck with those two troublemakers.
Okay. Battle ant, they're called. Huh. Hey.
Newcomer to town, huh? Well, I'm Dominic Delasadro, and welcome to Canterbury Commons. Try to ignore the idiots in the costumes. Popular activities around town are trading, listening to row yap, and burying thieves in unmarked graves. Of course, we ran out of thieves to bury long ago. Saw to it myself. Might be a dead art, unless you're planning on stealing anything.
No, I wasn't planning on it.
Sounds like a good plan. Keeps the traders happy that way. And it means Machete and I get to save on ammo.
Machete. Okay, what do you know about those two, the antagonizer and the mechanist?
Bro hired you to put a stop to their shit, did he? Guess he finally listened when I told him I haven't got the time to do it myself. It's easy enough to hide inside when those two square off, but they're only getting worse about it all.
Okay. You know anything that could help me stop them?
If you could just make either one of them stop fighting, it'd do the trick. You probably wouldn't have to worry about the other one. I can't imagine Scott attacking the town with his robots, and that ant agonizer girl was never much more than a sideshow freak by herself. Ro may prefer that you're thorough, but all I care about is that you get the job done, one way or the other.
Yeah, that's enough for them.
Fine by me.
I'll be getting out of here.
I'll be watching you.
Yeah. But I think with this strange event happening, I think that's for a good time to end the episode, as I think we have a new quest. Yeah, the Superhuman Gambit. Okay. I guess we'll head off on that quest next time. And I'll see you all soon.